Hello guys, welcome to another video. This one is paper October-November 2003, which is 2003, and this is paper 1. Let's go do question number 1. So here we have part 1. Find the fraction which is exactly halfway between 1 over 7 and 4 over 7. So what we do is we first add them. So 1 over 7 plus 4 over 7. So now in this case they have the same base, we don't need to do anything. And the top we can just add them, so 1 plus 4 is 5. And now we have to divide by 2. Dividing by 2, that will be 5 over 14 for the fraction exactly halfway between these two. Now part B, subtract 370 grams from 3.7 kg, which is kilograms. Give you answers in kilograms. So first we convert this one to kilograms. So 370 grams is actually 0.37 kg, because as we know 1 kg is equal to 1000 grams. So now subtract, so 3.7 minus 0.37, that will be 6, 10, 3, 3, 3. So your answer is 3.33 kg for part B. Now let's go to part 2. Express 7.5% as a decimal. So part 1, first let's expand this one. 7 times 2 is 14 plus 1, that will be 15 over 2%. So if you still we can also still convert this to so what is 15 divided by 2? It will be we could just have done this actually. 7.5%. Percent is this divided by 100. That will be 0.0. So we have 1, 2. So 75. So this will be your answer. So 0.075 in terms of decimal place. So this step was not necessary. You can just not do this step. You can just write this down as this, and then percentage is divided by 100. That will be this. Now part B, as a fraction in its simplest form. So fraction, so we expand this now. You will have 15 over 2%, which is 15 over 2% is 100. So times 100 will be 200. So simplify, divide by 5, you will have 3. You will have 40. So 3 over 40 will be your answer. Now question part 3, evaluate this one. So first step is to expand. So 12 times 3 is 36 plus 1 is 37 over 3 minus 45 plus 3 is 48 over 5. Now the base are different. We have to find the LCM. We do 3 times 5 and then we cross multiply. So 337 times 5 minus 48 times 3. So let's simplify these two. So what is 37 times 5? That will be 35. 15, that will be 8. And then 48 times 3, that will be 24. 14. So 185 minus 144, that will be 41. So 41 over 15. If you want to, you can break this down into a mixed number. That will be 2. 2 times 15 is 30. So 11 over 15 will be remaining. So 11 over 15. Now for part B, we have to solve this. So 8.4 divided by 0.02. So now I can see I have to move by 2 decimal place here. Now move by 2 decimal place here as well. So it becomes 840 divided by 2. That will be 420. So 420 will be my answer for part B. Now question number 4 here we have, write down square root of 6 and 1/4. So first you expand. So 6 times 4 is 24 plus 1 is 25 over 4. Now square root of that will be square root of 25 over square root of 4, which is 5 over 2, which is 2.5. Now part B, state which of the following numbers are irrational. So let's do that. That will be 2, that will be 16, which is 4, so that is not the answer. This one is not, because it can be expressed as a fraction, so this one will be irrational because it will be 1.1. It keeps going on, it cannot be expressed as a fraction. So how about this one? This one as well. So we have two numbers as irrational, so one is this and one is this. Okay, so let's move on to the next one. Part 2. We have here, the highest air temperature recorded is 58 and the lowest is minus 189.2. Find the difference between the two temperatures. So pretty easy, 58.8 minus 89.2. So minus become plus, so 58.8 plus 89.2. So one by one, so this plus this will be 10, so 0. 9, that will be 8, that will be 14. So 148 degrees for the difference between temperatures. Now for part B, the lowest air temperature recorded in Britain is 62 and higher than this. Find the lowest temperature recorded in Britain. Okay, it says the lowest air temperature in recorded in Britain is this one higher than this. So higher than this, so basically we have to add 62. So let's do that. So it's the same as taking this and minus 62. It's the same thing, but we just have to reverse the sign, right? So 2 minus 0 is 2, 7, and then 2. So you will have minus 27.2. That's the temperature in Great Britain, minus 27.2. Now for question part 6, find the lowest LCM of these three numbers. So first we have to find the prime factors. So 12 is what? 12 is equal to 2 times 2 times 3. 30 is equal to 2 times 3 times 5. And 66 is 2 times 3 times 11. So the LCM of these numbers will be, so for the 2 we have more 2 here, so we take 2 times 2. For 3 we have 3, so 3, 1, 3, we have 5, and we have 11. So this will be the LCM. So this is what? This is 4 times 3 is 12 times 5 is 60. 60 plus times 11, that will be 660. So your LCM will be 660. Now part B, we have 3 light strip flash simultaneously at 6 a.m. Okay, so we have 3. So the first light strip, so 6 a.m. is the first time they flash together, and it flashes every 12, as you can see 12 here, every 30, 30, every 66, 66. At what time will the 3 flashlights flash together? So it will take 660 seconds. So what is 660 seconds? Convert this time to hours. So we know that 1 minute is 60, and we know that seconds, so let's convert. So 660 divided by 60, that will be 1. So it will be 11 minutes after they will flash together. So at 6:11 they will flash together again. Now moving on to question number 7, shade 3 more squares. So this one has a rotational symmetry of order 4. Order 4 is 360 divided by 4, that will be 90. So this will be a center of rotation. So basically if you rotate by 90 every time, it has to have the same shape. So as you can see, this square is right above this center to the right. So if you rotate by 90, it needs to be right above here to the right. So 1 square, and rotate by 90, it needs to be right above to the right again. So that's the second square, and the last one, same thing, it needs to be here. Okay, so this will be your answer. Shade 3 more squares, so shade this, so it has symmetry of order 4. Now part B, shade 1 more square so that the completed square grid has one line of symmetry. So one line of symmetry will be on this side. As you can see, you have to shade this one here so that it has one line of symmetry. The line in question will be this line. Okay, so that will be your answer for question number 7. Now moving on to part 8, write down the following numbers in order of size, starting with the smallest number. So which one is the smallest number? So obviously negative will be the smallest, minus 4, then we have this, minus 1.5, then we have this, minus 0.3, then we have this, minus 0.29, and finally that will be 0. Now part B, the thickness of a sheet of paper is this much, right? Find the thickness of 2 sheets of paper, giving your answer in standard form. So 2 sheets will be 2 times this, right? That will become 16 times 10 power minus 4. Now your answer in standard form, that will be 1.6 times 10 power minus 3. So that will be your answer for part B. Question number 8. Question number 9. So here we have a diagram shows a regular polygon with n sides. So when you say regular, it means that all the sides are equal. So all the sides are equal to each other. Okay. Now with n sides, each interior angle is 156. So this is 156. This is also 156. This is 156. And this is also 156. Now, part 1, find the value of n, which is the number of sides. So pretty easy. Since we know this value, we can find n pretty easily. So we know that n minus 2 times 180 divided by n is equal to 156. So now we can cross multiply. You will have n minus 2 times 180 equal to 156n. Now you can simplify those two. You can divide by 4. You will have 4 times 4 is this. You have 2, 5. 4 will be 3. That will be 3. That will be 8. Wait, so we have 9 actually. Here 9, not 8. Now divide by 3. You will have 15. You will have 13. So let's expand. You will have 15n minus 30 equal to 13n. Now bring n on this side. You will have 2n equal to 30. So n equal to 15. So value of n is 15. Now part B, find the angle ACD. So ACD, find this angle. So to find this angle, you must need to first find this one. This angle here is part of this isosceles triangle ABC. So let's find this angle first. So it will be, this is 156, so it will take 180 minus 156, that should be 24, divided by 2, that will be 12. So this angle here and here will be 12. So this big angle is 156 minus 12, get this one. So 156 minus 12, that will be 144. So this angle here is 144 degrees. Okay, and now the part C, ADC. ADC, we have to find this angle here. So we observe that we can use this information. This line and this line are in the same direction because this length is equal to this length. That's why they are in parallel with each other. So since they are parallel, this angle here is equal to this angle here. So this angle here is equal to what? We know that this is a straight line. This is 180. We know this is 156. So this needs to be 24. If this is 24, this also will be 24 by this alternate angle of parallel lines. So this will be 24 as well. Okay, now question part 10, it says y is directly proportional to x. So y is kx squared. Now It is known that y is equal to 10 when a value of x we don't know. Let's call this value as c. So find the value of k. K will be 10 divided by c squared. So from this we have y equal to 10 over c squared times x squared. Now it says, the question says, find the new value of y when this value of x is halved. So basically, continue here. We have to find the value of y when this value of x was c, becomes c over 2. So pretty easy. Replace this back in this equation. You will have y equal to 10 over c this times new x will be c over 2 squared. That becomes 10 over c squared times c squared over 4. Cancel, cancel. That will be 2.5. So the new value of y will be 2.5. Now part B, we have 7 men can paint a bridge in 15 days. So as you can see here, it is very important that you realize this one here. So it says 7 men can paint a bridge in 15 days. So logically, if you increase the number of men goes up, number of days will have to go down because it will be faster, right? And if you increase the number of days, men will have to go down. So basically what's happening here is that we realize m is inversely proportional to number of days. So we have this relationship between men and days. So men equal to k of days. So k will be cross multiply and 10 days, that will be 105. So from this we have this equation. Now we have m equal to 105 divided by number of days. So question part 1, how long would it take 3 men? So number of days for 3 men will be 105 divided by 3, that will be 35. Now for part 2, the bridge was painted in t days, so number of days was t, right? Write down an expression in terms of t for the number of men needed to paint the bridge. So pretty easy, as you can see here, men will be 105 divided by number of days, which is t. So the answer is 105 divided by t. Okay, that's it for question number 10. Let's go page number 6. So here we have a cumulative frequency curve for school A and school B. Now all the students from the two schools take the same tests, right? The cumulative frequency curves show the results for the two schools. Part 1, estimate the median mark for the students from school A. So here we have 300 students. So the median mark is the middle value, so half of 300, that will be 150 F element, right? So school A, 150 F will be about here. Let's go check the corresponding value. Should be? It will be here. So this is 40, this is 50, so 44. So according to my graph, it's 44 for the value of the median for school A. Now part B, estimate the percentage of the students from school B who gain more than 80 marks. So 80 marks, we go to the marks, this is marks, 80 marks will be here. So let's see how many students gain less or equal to 80 marks. So according to this, it should be in between here. This is 250, so 5, 6, 7, 8, 8.5, so 285. So 285 gain 80 or less. This distance is 285, but they gain 80 or less. So we have to find this one, which is 300 minus 285 will be 15. So 15, now percentage will be 15 over 300 times 100. That will be 5%. So only 5% of the students gain more than 80 marks. Now for part C, state with reason which school achieved the better results. So in this case, we can just compare the median. So for school A, the median is about 44. For school B, the median will be what? This is 200, so there will be 100. It will be about here. So in that case, on average, school B has done better. As you can see, it is 71, the median. So in this case, school B has better results, school B, because the median for school B is higher. Yeah, you can just write that. You can compare the median, right? Now for part 12, we have A, B, C. Find A, B, C when part A, we have this one. This one is pretty simple. So 3A over 3, 5 equal to 27. So now we know that 27 is also equal to 3 power 3, right? Now we can simplify this part. It becomes 3A minus 5 equal to 3 power 3. Now we can just take out the base because they are the same. It becomes this. So A will be 8. So value of A will be 8. Now part B, we have 125B equal to 5. So we know 125 is equal to 5 power 3. So that will be 5 power 3A equal to 5 power 1. So 3A is equal to 1. So A is equal to 1 over 3. This one is B, sorry. So B is equal to 1 over 3. Now part C, we have 10 power C is equal to 0.001. Now let's express this one in terms of power of 10. So that will be 1, 2, 3, right? So 1, from this point 1, 2, 3, 4 actually, 4 to get 10. So that will be 10 power C. That will be 10 power minus 4. So in this case, C will be minus 4. Okay, that will be question number 12. Okay, let's move on to question 13. How many planes of symmetry has a prism with a regular pentagon as its cross-section? So regular means equal sides pentagon. So as you can see, it will have 5 lines of symmetry on this side because it is an equal side pentagon, and last one it will have 1 which is going through exactly in between. So it will have 6 in total, right? So you will have 5 on this side. So 1 will be here, 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 and here. 5 going through in this direction, and 1 going through in this direction, right? Because if you change the position of this shape into a vertical shape, let's say becomes like this, right? Say this is approximately the shape, like this approximately. So the other line of symmetry will be like in between. It will be like a plane going through exactly in between, because they will need to match in between. That's why they have 6 instead of 5. Now part D, we have the sides of a rectangular plot of land are measured correct to nearest meter. So nearest meter is 1 meter. The measurements were given by 20 as 20 by 3. So 20. So 20 is here, 3 is here. Now part 1, write down the upper bound of the length of the plot. So upper bound of the length, so 20 plus minus 1 over 2, that will be 20.5 and 19.5. So upper bound will be 20.5. Now part B, find the least possible perimeter of the plot. So least possible, use the lower bound for both. So 3 plus minus half, that will be 3.5 and 2.5. So lower bound for both, we have to use this and use this. So perimeter will be 2 times 19.5 plus 2 times 2.5. That will be So 18, 40, that will be 39, plus this will be 5. So that will be 44. So the least possible parameter will be 44 for this plot of land. Now question number 14. It is given that f of x equal to this function, part A, find f of 2. Pretty easy. F of 2, we have to replace the value of x by 2. So that will be 2 minus 5. That will be 3 over minus 1. It will be minus 3. Now part B, find f inverse of half. So first let's find f inverse. So f inverse will be, we have to let y equal to f of x, which is this. Now we have to make x the subject of formula. So we have 2xy minus 5y equal to 3. So 2xy equal to 3 plus 5y. So x becomes 3 plus 5y divided by 2y. But as we can see that f inverse is in terms of x, that should be 3 plus 5x over 2x. But now we also have to find this value, right, where x equal to half. That will be 3 plus 2.5 over 1. That should be 5.5. So your value for part B is 5.5, which is 5.5. Okay, 15. Let's go to question 15. So on the Venn diagram in the answer space, shape the set A prime union B prime intersecting C. So A prime is outside of A, union B prime, which is outside of B. So if you want to rewrite this again, you can write this. So let's take the prime outside. You'll have A intersecting B prime. So in A intersecting B will be this one, prime will be outside of this, right? And then this will intersect with C outside, so that will be your answer, which is only C. Now for part B, we have the universal set is integers between 4 and 16. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. That's my universal set. Now P is prime numbers, so we have 5, 7, 11, 13, that's it. And then for S we have odd numbers, that will be 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, and 15. And for T we have multiples of 3, that will be 6, 9, 12, and 15. So these are the three sets P, S, T. Now part 1, list the members of the set S intersecting T. S intersecting T, so both in those two sets, what do we have? We have this 9, we have 15, right? So 9 and 15 will be the two elements in both sets. So that's the first value here, 9 and 15. Now in part 2, describe in words the set S prime. So S prime will be what? So S is odd numbers, so obviously that will be even numbers. So S prime will be the set of even numbers. So you can write this here as well. Now part 3, find the number of P union T. So let's find first P union T. What do we have? So P and T is here. P, we have 5, 6, 7, 9, 11, 12, 13, and 15. So we have how many elements? We have to find the number of elements. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That will be 8 elements. Okay, that will be 15. Now question 16, we have matrices A, B, C, and D. So part 1, A minus B. That will be 2 minus 1, 3, 0, minus B, 1 minus 3. So 1 by 1, obviously. So 2 minus 3 is minus 1. 3 minus 1 is 2. Minus 1 minus minus 4, that will be 3. 0 minus minus 3, that will be 3. So this is your first answer. Now A square is A times A. So a squared is not a power 2, it's a times a. So a times a will be 2 minus 1, 3, 0. Same thing, 2 minus 1, 3, 0. It's always rows by column. So rows, 2 times 2 minus 3, that will be 1. 2 times 3 will be 6. Minus 2, 0, that will be minus 2, minus 3. Okay, so that will be your answer. 1 minus 2, 3 minus, 6 minus 3. Now for this one, so when you have A times its inverse, it becomes your identity matrix, and when this times something, you get the same thing back. So in this case, it will be still 7, 8. Now we have to find CD. C is this one, which is 1, 2, 3. And D is 2, 1, minus 1. So rows by column, you will have 1 times 2 is 2, plus 2 times 1 is 2, plus 3 times minus 1 will be minus 3. That will be 4 minus 3, that will be 1. So the value is 1. Okay, that is 16. Okay, so now question number 17. The temperatures at noon on 5 days were given below. So one thing I do is let's rearrange these temperatures from lowest to highest. So lowest will be minus 2, then we have minus 1, then we have 1 and 5. Okay, so that's the list. So part 1, find the median temperature. Median will be half of those values, so half of, so we have to do 5 plus 1, that will be my third value. 1, 2, 3, so minus 1 is your median value. Now part B, calculate the mean temperature. Mean, you have to add everything and divide by 5. So let's do that. Mean will be minus 2 plus minus 2 plus minus 1 plus 1 plus 5. So this is minus 5. That will be 1 divided by 5, which is 0.2. So your mean temperature will be 0.2. Now for part C, we have to find the temperature at noon on another day was X. Okay, we don't know it was X. We don't know what it is, but it's X. Now it says the mean temperature for the 6 days was 1.5. Find the value of X. So now we know the mean was equal to 1.5. How do you find mean? Here's the sum of everything divided by 6, because now we have 6 days. So what is the sum of everything? Sum of everything was 1 plus X, right? So 1 plus X over 6 equal to 1.5. So we can cross multiply. You will have 1 plus X equal to 6 times 1.5. What is 1.5 times 6? That will be 30. That will be 90. So 90 is 1, so 9.0. So the value of X will be 9 minus 1, which is 8. So X will be 8. Okay, now question number 10, page number 10, question number 18. So look at this sequence. As you can see here, we have 1 square minus 0 square, 2 square minus 1 square. So basically what's happening is we're taking n square minus n minus 1 square. Right, every term is like that. And each term is increasing by 2, 2, and 2. Okay, part 1. Write down the 8th line of this pattern. So pretty easy. This is the first line is 1, second line is 2. So 8th line will be 8 square minus 7 square. That should be, as you can see, it becomes 1 plus 0 is 1, 2 plus 1 is 3, 3 plus 2 is 5. So 8 plus 7 is 15. So that is part 1. Now part 2, the nth line is n square minus this square. So it will become n plus n minus 1 will be 2n minus 1. Okay, now part B, use the pattern to find this one. So pretty easy. We just take this one, add to this one, it will become what? So 340 plus 339, that will be 9 on the back, that will be 7 and 6. So 679. This will be 2n minus 1. This will be 8 square minus 7 square equal to 15. Now for part 2 here, we say find the integers x and y such that x square minus y square equal to 701. So as you can see, we are using the same trick here. So basically what's going to happen here is we will have the same kind of ratio. So we have n square here, we have this here, and we know that this is equal to 2n minus 1. So let's equate this to that and find the value of n. So 2n minus 1 equal to 701. So 2n will be 700. So n will be 350. So this one will be 350 square minus 349 square should be plus 1, sorry, C. So when we send 1 over here, we plus 1, 702 actually. That will become 351. Mistake on me. So 351. So 51 is here, and this will be 350. So in this case, so let's write this again. So the value of n is 351 minus 350 square. So x will be 351 and y will be 350. Okay. Now question number 19, we have factorize ax minus bx. So x is common, we take out x, we have a minus b remaining. Now part 2, hence evaluate this. So this is common here, we can take it out, 0.6789. We have 1426 minus 426, that becomes 0.6789 times 1000, which is, have to move by 3 decimal place, 1, 2, 3, 678.9. So part 1 is x, a minus b, that will be 678.9. Now part b, solve this equation, that will be 3x minus 15 minus 2 equal to 7 minus 1 plus x. So send x on one side, you will have 2x, that will be 6 plus 15 plus 2, that will be what? So we have 17 plus 6, that will be so 17, so this is 17, right? 17, that will be 23. So x will be 23 divided by 2. You can simplify if you want to, but that is okay for your answer. But if you want to, you can of course simplify. You have 1 and you have 1, so 11.5. That will be your answer for the value of x. That is question 19. Now question number 20, we have in the diagram, we have OABC is a parallelogram. Now we have OA as 4p minus q, 4p minus q. Then we have OC as p plus q. So since this is a parallelogram, this side is the same as this side. Now will be 4p minus q as well, and this will be the same as this side as well. So p plus 5q. Right. Now question, let's see what do we have. Part 1. Express as simply as possible BC. So BC is 4p minus q, okay. AC will be here. AC will be AOC. AO is in the opposite direction. It will be minus 4p plus q plus OC. That will be p plus 5q. That becomes minus 4p plus p will be minus 3p plus 6q for this one. So let's write this here. 6q. Okay, now part B, we have the point D is such that D is p minus p plus 2q. So minus p plus 2q. As you can see, these two lines are actually parallel, but we'll see here. It says, explain why AC is parallel to OD. So to prove a line is parallel, we have to prove that it is a multiple of each other. So pretty easy. As you can see, AC is given by, we know that AC is given by minus 3p plus 6q. Can also be written as 3 outside. We have minus p plus 2q. So now we see that OD is given by minus p plus 2q. So basically what we know now, we know that AC is 3 times OD. So by writing this, you prove that it is parallel to each other. So you would say that AC is a multiple of OD. Such you can also provide this example to have your full mark. 3OD. That's why. Now part 2, it says, given that the area of triangle OAC, so where's OAC? OA, this big triangle is 18 square feet. Find the area of triangle OCD. So let's try to find that. So we have this big one, which is OAC is 18. So we have to find this one, which is OCD. OCD. So how do you find area of triangle usually? You find this by doing the you will do half times base times height. So they have the same base in this case, just the height is different. So since you know that the ratio of this side and this side is 3 times, so basically what's going to happen is the area will be 3 times less because they have the same base. The area, because of this ratio here, AC is 3 times of OD, it will mean that the height of OD will be, the height of this triangle will be 3 times less of this one. So since the height is less than 3 times, the area will be less than 3 times as well. So 18 divided by 3, that will be 6. So your area will be 6 units square. So again, area of triangle is half times base times height. They have the same base, only the height is different. So how do you know by what ratio? It's because based on this information, we know that the height is 3 times 4A. So A is 3 times higher than OD according to this information. That's why it is 3 times less than the area of OAC. It will be 6. Now moving on to question 21, we have triangle ABC here. Now we have the angle ABC, so ABC equal to AED. Okay, now what else do we know? So part A says, explain why triangle ABC and AED are similar. So we can prove that all the angle are equal. Let's see what can we find. Explain why. So this angle is in common, right? So that's the first, you can write that. So angle BAC equal to angle DAE because they are the common angle. So let's write that. So angle BAC is equal to angle DAE because they are common angle within each triangle. Now obviously when we have two common angles, the third one, which is this, has to be equal to this because it is a third angle of a triangle, right? Now we have angle A, this one is ADE is equal to angle ADE CB, third angle of a triangle. Now to explain, you can just say that since all the corresponding angles are equal, you can write triangle ABC and AED are similar because all the corresponding angles are the same. Now part B, we have what? Given that AD is 3, A is 5, and EC is 2, find the length of BD. So find the length of BD. So how would you find the length of BD? You would usually find the length of BA minus the length of DA, right? So let's first find BA. So we have to use similarity. So BA is on this side. As you can see, it is opposite this angle. So you would say for this one, okay, what else do we know? So opposite this angle here, so same angle will be 5. So we say BA over 5 is equal to, now let's use this angle here, opposite this one we have, and this one will be this one. So on top we have the big triangle, obviously, so we have to find this one, which is AC. That will be 7, 5 plus 2, 7, and then opposite this one is 3. So BA will be, we send 5 over here, that will be 35 divided by 3. Now we can simplify. We know that 3 times 11, that will be 33, so 2 over 3. That's the length of BA. Now BD is equal to BA minus DA. So BD is equal to this minus DA, which is 3. So 11 minus 3 is equal to 8, 2 over 3. That will be the value for your length of BD. So 8 over 8, 2, 3. Now part 2, area of triangle A. So we have area of triangle AED. What is that? AED, and the area of triangle ABC. So pretty easy. We just have to find one corresponding side. So let's say we can just take this side, this corresponding side. So this will be this angle. That will be 3. So that's for the small one, and for this one will be 7, right? Now since it is area, we have to square both sides. That will be 49 over 9. That's the ratio for their area. Oh wait, so I made a mistake, so it should be upside down. This will be up, down. So basically 49 will be on the bottom and 9 on the top, because ABC is a big one and AED is a small one. So that will be 9 over 49. Okay, that is question 21. Now question number 22, we have the points A, B, and C are shown in this diagram here. And let's find what? So the coordinates of the midpoint of AC. So AC, the midpoint, we use the formula. So midpoint will be x1 plus x2. So minus 5 plus 4 is half, is 1, basically minus 1 divided by 2, right? And then 5 minus 3 is 2, divided by 2 is 1. M will be minus half 1. Now part B, the gradient of the line AB. So we have AB is here. So we use the formula, which is gradient is equal to y2 minus y1. So y2 is minus 3 minus 5 divided by x2 minus x1. That will be minus 8 over 6, which is minus 4 over 3. That's the gradient of the line AB. Now we have part C. Find the equation of a line which passes through this point and is parallel to AB So parallel means they have the same gradient, so we can use this point, which is x, y minus 3 over x minus 0 equal to the same gradients. So we can cross multiply, you will have 3y minus 9 becomes minus 4x. So now we simplify, becomes minus 4x plus 9. That will be the equation of the line. So 3y equal to 9 minus 4x. Now part D, find the length of AB. So we have to use again the formula. We know the points A and B. So points A is minus 5, 5. Points B is 1 minus 3. Now to find the length, it will be square root x2 minus x1, that will be 6 square, plus we have this one, which is 3 minus 3 minus this will be minus 8 square, which is 100, that will be 10. The length of AB will be 10. And the last part is find the value of cosine ABC. Cosine ABC, so ABC, find the cosine of this angle. So as we know by practice, we can always draw a line here. So let's draw this line. And draw a line here to intersect. So this distance is what? It is from 5 to minus 3. So that will be 8. This length is 8. This is right angle. This is 10. AB is 10. We just found out. It is 10. And this distance is what? It is, this point here is minus 5. So 5 plus, this will be, this is the point 1. So 5 plus 1, that will be 6. So we are trying to find the cosine of this angle. But first, let's try to find the cosine of this angle. Let's call it alpha. So cosine of alpha will be the adjacent side, which is 6 over 10, which is 3 over 5. Now to find this angle here, this angle is just 180 minus alpha. So basically we're trying to find cos of 180 minus alpha. So now you have to observe your quadrant. Angle 180 minus alpha will be in this quadrant. So in this quadrant, cos is negative. So that will be minus 3 over 5. So your answer will be minus 3 over 5. Okay, that will be question number 22. Let's move on to question 23. We have 3 lines, L1, L2, and L3 are drawn in the diagram in the answer space. The equation of the line L1 is given by this, and L2 is given by this. So A, use the diagram to solve this equation. So use the diagram. So this is L1 and L2. So this one is a simultaneous equation, so where they intersect will be my solution. So where does it intersect? So L1 is there, L2 is here. So it intersect at this point here. This is what? This value here, and then the value here. So according to the curve, the value that I have is, this is minus 5, so minus 4.5, and then that will be, this is 1, so 0.5. So minus 4.5 and then 0.5 according to the curve. Now part B, we have write down the equation of line L3. So L3 is what? Is this line. So pretty easy. As you can see, it goes to 4 here. It goes to 4 here. Usually it will be x plus y equal to 4. Now part C, the equation of another line L4 is given by y equal to minus 1. It is a horizontal line at this point. So we need to maybe draw the line to see exactly where it is. It will be on this line, right? Y equal to minus 1. Now draw this line on the curve. So yep, drawn already. Now part D, it says the region enclosed by these 4 inequalities are defined by 4 lines are defined by 4 inequalities. One of these is 3y plus x is more than minus 3. That is the line L2. It is above the line, this. And then the other one will be below L3. L3 is given by x plus y less equal to 4. And it will be below L1. L1 is given by this plus 5. And above L1, so y equal to 1. So that will be y more equal to minus 1. That will be question number 23. Okay, let's move on to the next part. We have 24. Triangle ABC is drawn below. Measure the angle ABC. So in this case, we have to use our compass. So ABC will be angle B. So for me, let me put this in this way so I can see this better. So going to the point B to my center. So this will be 90, this is 95, this is 100. So for me, it's 102. Angle B is 102. Now part B, it says the point D below, the point is below AC, AD is 12, and CD is 9. So the point D is below AC. Okay, so now we have to draw the triangle ADC. So pretty easy. Have to measure a few lengths. So we know that AD is equal to 12. So 12 for AD will be about this length. Measure 12, and you go to your point A, and then you have to draw an arc on this side. Right, that's the first one. And then we know that the CD is 9, so measure CD. 9 will be about this value. So you go to your point C. C will be here. We have to intersect the other arc. So point C. Okay, so the point of intersection is your point D. So this is your point D. Now you can join these two, the two lines to form the triangle ADC. Alright, moving on to part C. The region S lies within the quad ABCD, so S is inside ABCD. Condition number 1, it says it is nearer to C than to A. So when it says that, we have to draw the perpendicular bisector of the line AC. So AC is this line. We have to draw the bisector. So we go to your point C. You can draw a line arc here and arc here. And with the same length, you go to your point A. Intersect your first arc. So with these 2 points, we can draw the perpendicular bisector of the line AC. So it has to be inside of the region. So let's keep this inside of the region. That's the first condition. And then part 2, it needs to be more than 8 from B. So from the point B, we have to draw an arc of a circle which is more than 8. So arc of a circle is actually 8, but the region will be more than 8. So not the arc, the radius of the circle. So let's measure 8. And then we have to draw this arc from the point B. This is radius 8. Okay, that is part 2. Now part 3, it says it is nearer to BA than to BC. When you see that, you see B is in common here, so we have to find the bisector of angle B. So B is here. So we have to first go to the point B and then bisect the line BC and BA, and then you go to this point, another arc here, and then to this point we have to intersect the first arc. So let's try again. Okay, so here we have this point and this point. We join them together to form the bisector of angle B. Okay, so we have A part 1, 2, 3 is done. It says use the conditions, hence shade your region S. So let's find the region S. So one by one, we know that first one, it is nearer to C, so it will be on this side down to A. So this is gone. You only look at this side. Now it says it is more than 8, so it'll be outside of this arc. So outside on this side. And then we have nearer to BA than to BC. So it will be nearer to BA than to BC. So your region will be this small part here. Okay, that will be your region S. Okay, so that was the last question of this paper. I hope that was somewhat helpful, and as always, thank you for watching. I'll see you soon.